Hi guys, my name is Zave and this video is lit. We're going to be looking at the basic lighting kit available for Stage 1 students. We're going to take a look at the contents of each lighting kit and how to set it up correctly. In the kit, we have a light stand, a small reflector, a flexible grip arm, and an LED panel light. The 4K camcorders that you use need about 750 lumens of light in order to correctly expose an image, so this kit is designed to help you in challenging lighting conditions like this one. Just a few health and safety tips now. Always be aware of where you're setting up your stand. Make sure that there is more than enough space and that the cables you are trailing are not a tripping hazard. Another small thing to remember is when you take a reflector out of its bag, it will spring open. Watch. When you do this, you don't want to knock over any other equipment, so make sure that you always open it at arm's length. Now, for the setup, you want to make sure that your stand is in an appropriate place with the legs fully extended and the screws fully secure, like this. Make sure that the screws are turned in all the way as tight as you can to prevent the stand collapsing on itself. Now, it's actually best to attach your light horizontally to the stand, like this. Make sure your screw is secured properly, and the reason why you want to do this is because that means that the light can have a full axis of movement horizontally and vertically. Ideally, in an interview setup, you want your light 45 degrees horizontally and vertically away from your subject. On the other side, you want the reflector so that you can fill in the shadow and make sure that your interviewee is correctly exposed. Now that the light's correctly set up, this side of my face is still too filled with shadow, so that's what the reflector is for. This is how you set up the reflector for the interview. He's properly talented, isn't he? Now that the reflector is in, my face is perfectly exposed and it's time to start the interview. When setting up your 4K camcorder to shoot, always set your exposure to 0 dB. If it's underexposed, you should adjust external lighting to make up for that instead of raising your camera's aperture and gain settings, otherwise this will result in noise in the image. Okay, now to turn on your light, just flip the switch on the back of it to number 2, mains power. Don't worry about the battery operated setting for now. The dial to the side of the power button controls how bright your light will be. Now, for packing down your kit, you first want to put your panel light back into the bag, making sure that all the screws are aligned with the main body. So this goes here, and this goes here, like that. When closing the barn doors of the LED light panel, make sure you close them top first, then bottom, and then lastly the two at the side so that it closes properly. After this, you should coil out the mains cable and put it in the bag behind the light like this. After that, take your flexible grip arm and bend it into a U shape and put it into the bag behind the light. Next, this is how you fold your reflector. Take your hand like that, in a reverse grip, fold it in. Into a small circle, and then you take the reflector bag and put it in. Like that, and then zip it up. Lastly, the reflector goes in front of the panel light in the lighting kit bag. Then you zip it up. And just like that, you've torn down your entire lighting kit. Lastly, fold the legs of the stand back into a closed position and lower the height of the main shaft so that it can slide perfectly into the bag. And it's as simple as that. The lighting kits are available on the booking system, but we do not have enough for one each, so make sure you book early to avoid disappointment. That's all for now, folks. I've been Zay, and you're dismissed.